Hey folks, Real Honesty with John Ritland. I'm John Ritland, and with recent news of Impact Wrestling co-branding with some other companies, partnerships, whatever you want to call it, and WWE making a play for Ring of Honor, I thought I'd give my thoughts on both of those. WWE, even into late last year, early this year, was making a play to partner up with some various UK promotions, and Progress, ICW, I believe, and this is in regards to the UK relaunching the World of Sports Wrestling, which ran for about 20 years, and I believe ended in around 1985. I only remember hearing about it from longtime UK wrestling fans, as I haven't been able to really watch much of it. Even the stuff that they put on YouTube, but it recently made a comeback with a special that Jim Ross was even part of on commentary. That I remember hearing about. I was working, so I unfortunately wasn't able to watch it. But I think it's great the World of Sports came back. More companies, more brands, more everything means more places for the talents to go. Apparently Impact Wrestling, Anthem Sports and Entertainment, Jeff Jarrett in particular has been going out and gained some partnerships sewn up with various promotions, including AAA in Mexico, Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan, I believe. I've only seen a little bit of it, so forgive me if I'm a little bit off on that. And there was one other that I forget exactly, but apparently Impact Wrestling has teamed up with ITV with World of Sports to do a bit of a lengthy series by co-branding and everything and doing that kind of stuff. This seems to be in response to how WWE is either making a play for footage in Ring of Honor or maybe to purchase the whole company. Apparently, secret meetings that aren't so secret anymore because we found out about them took place between WWE brass and Ring of Honor brass. Ring of Honor president, CEO, bunch of the big brass people apparently told the talents that it could just have to do with old footage. Because you got Aries who spent time in there, you got Cesaro, Zayn, Owens, even if they wanted to use it for a project on CM Punk, even though they already did with his DVD back, about 5 years ago. And there are other people also, Samoa Joe. If they can find a way to partner up with Ring of Honor or even get licensing agreements to use that old footage for DVD projects, that would be great. And it'd be a good boom to Ring of Honor because say, hey, look at where these guys started with us. They went from here, and we are a proving ground for various talents. And, they want to be their own brand, but it shows that, hey, if you guys come here, you could be big stars here or somewhere else. And it's really, really good. And they could also get the footage for Daniel Bryan because he spent some time there, and it would be good stuff. It'd be really, really good stuff. I would like to see it. And then you have to wonder if the reports, depending on what you believe, are true of WWE possibly buying out Ring of Honor. Sinclair Broadcasting may be looking to get rid of it. Whether it's not making money, you have the whole thing where Anthem Sports contacted various cable promotions in regards to Ring of Honor's 15th anniversary show, and I believe Dish Network decided not to carry it. It was Dish Network or DirecTV. It was one of the two. But one of them decided not to carry it and basically undercut some of Ring of Honor's profits from that because the Broken Hardys are part of it. Because Anthem thinks they own everything, which they don't. They need to realize that they own Impact Wrestling for a cup of coffee. The Broken Hardys have had this stuff going for a while, and I'm pretty damn certain Matt Hardy has every damn bit of right to that gimmick, and Anthem doesn't have a leg to stand on, no matter how much money, how many lawyers they have. They ain't going to win this. But what would a partnership with Ring of Honor mean? What would WWE buying out Ring of Honor mean? Well, I'm wearing the Bad Influence t-shirt because you got Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels and various people like that. What would it mean? It wouldn't be the best unless Ring of Honor is just faltering and Vince could keep it running as a separate company. And I got an idea, put Ring of Honor with the NXT brand. It would help on house shows. It would help the NXT weekly TV product. You could co-brand it. You could have it be a 90-minute show every week. The house show would get the house show market would get a big boost if you want NXT to be a touring brand. But if they just want to shut it down and bring the contracted wrestlers in, I don't know if I do that because they need variety. Raw's faltering because of the 3 hours of content every week that isn't very good. SmackDown's still doing pretty well. NXT's gotten to where it's just a developmental program on TV, even though a couple matches from this past week that I watched on my TV over there, not that you can see it, were pretty damn stellar. Including Oni Lorcan versus Andre Cien Almas. Seriously, the guy's a great wrestler, but I don't really care for him. But anyway, this could be a great thing if WWE does it right. I don't think they will, though. They would need to keep Ring of Honor separate or brand it with NXT and do that stuff that I just suggested. As for Impact, one thing Anthem needs to do is drop this damn thing with the Hardys and just rebuild their standing with the fans. Because yes, fans appreciate Impact Wrestling still. Some fans do, in spite of Josh Matthews being one of the most, annoying announcers ever. And this is factoring people like Mark Madden and Rob Bartlett into the mix. The talent is still there. They're bringing in new acts and everything. I hope that it works out for Impact, and branding, partnering with, branding, co-branding partner, whatever you want to call, with AAA and Pro Wrestling Noah and now World of Sports is a great thing. It's more global. They could use more talent. They could hopefully tour. If Impact Wrestling can tour again, they can make more money because they sure as hell ain't drawing any fans or that many fans into the Impact Zone that they have. Getting to where they have a base and they tape some TV, but they get out and they, tour and maybe even tape TV in the UK or maybe even Japan. Yes, it would be on a tape delay, but it would look cool and it would be great and it would show that Impact Wrestling is coming back up. So I hope that Impact Wrestling can grow due to their branding with these various promotions. It seems like Jeff Jarrett's doing a pretty good job with that. Anthem needs to drop this thing with the Hardys and just let it go. Let the Hardys go on, because you're not going to win this and you're going to make it. You're going to burn bridges with talents that want to go there, and especially name brand talents, which you do need in addition to the new acts. Anthem needs to not screw this up, because this is pretty much Impact Wrestling's last chance. And I mean, people have been saying that for a while, but this is about their last chance to really have a big standing. And I hope that Jeff Jarrett can save it. And you got Dutch Mantel, Scott D'Amore. I don't know what Bruce Pritchard's going to do. I never really cared for the guy. But who knows? Maybe this old guard can give these new acts and these fresh faces and some of the established talents that maybe haven't gotten a chance in the last few years. Maybe it can rebuild Impact Wrestling. Hopefully these partnerships do that. WWE, if they acquire Ring of Honor, if they somehow do not just the footage but the company itself, branded with NXT, I think it could be very good for the business. And then you got New Japan over here. What's New Japan going to do? I think they could be just fine as the outlaw promotion that does great business, because they're still doing great business in Japan and could have touring in the US and still do pretty well. So I think wrestling, if all this stuff happens, if all this stuff happens for the positives, is looking really, really good, and hopefully 2017 on up is going to be good for the business. So what do you guys think? Do you agree, disagree? Like, share, comment, subscribe. My Twitter link is in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritlin. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.